Fred Barson with 401k TV. We just completed a TPSU program at Merrimack College in North Andover, Massachusetts. And I'm here with Jen Horton. And Jen, okay if we ask you a few questions?
Definitely.
Thank you. So before we do, Jen, why don't you just introduce yourself and a little bit about how large your company is?
Okay, great. My name is Jen Horton. I'm at a company that we're just about 260 employees now.
Okay, cool. And your role is?
I'm a senior HR specialist.
Yeah, okay, great. So one of the things you talked about today at the TPSU program was possibly instituting peer-to-peer type training where employees would talk to each other, especially the older ones. So how did that idea, could you tell me a little bit about that idea and how it came about?
Sure. So how this happened is each year we have several new hire classes, we call them, and in our field, a lot of our employees are just fresh out of college. This is their first job.
Yeah.
The first thing they do is they kind of hang out at the reception area, and employees will kind of come and greet them and just make small talk until training starts. When the training starts, they spend the first half of the day with HR, and we tell them everything about the company, benefits, 401k, policies. We've all had that first day kind of talk. So one of my ideas was we had an employee that was there, and they were very, very close to retirement. And they said, geez, I wish I could tell these kids my story. I'm so close to retirement.
Right.
If only I had started saving from my first day, life would be so much more different. And that really resonated with me, that would that be more meaningful coming from the employee who's knocking on retirement's door, getting ready, rather than another topic that HR is going to cover. So that's kind of something that we're exploring. Yeah, is what's going to be most impactful for the new hires, and I think to hear it directly from someone who's in that situation that they're going to be in 30 or 40 years, maybe that would hit the nail on the head, I think.
Right, to do that. And when are you thinking of doing that?
Well, it's something that we're exploring now. We're waiting for kind of our busy season for our professionals to get underway, and that means that the operations team kind of has a little bit more breathing room to explore fun projects that we want to take on for the coming year.
You're hoping to do it this year?
I'm trying, yeah. It's a matter of finding the right person, and I think it's an honest statement for anyone who's face to face with retirement to go back and what would you tell yourself on your first day of work,
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Final question, TPSU, was this your first program?
It was, yeah.
So what did you think?
Honestly, it definitely exceeded my expectations. I got, kind of a generic email, and never having heard of the vendor before, I was a little bit hesitant, but it's a subject that I actually traveled from another state to come down here for this.
From Maine.
I'm from Maine, yes. And it was an area that I was really seeking to kind of expand on my knowledge. And I think you guys did a really great job. The structure was really great. You had, I don't know how many, 8 or 9 probably industry professionals. In addition to the roundtables where we were able to talk during lunch with other professionals, and I did a 2-page to-do list out of this. Yeah, so I made sure to highlight some of the short-term, like within 30 days things I wanted to do, and then more some of the long-term goals. It's really going to take a year or so probably to even implement. So very helpful.
Well, thank you for sharing.
All right, thank you.
TV, and thank you for watching.